Hello, this is Laura Sawyer, and this is my summary of my practicum experience in curriculum and instruction. My project was creating a problem-based learning workshop. I worked with Dr. Deborah Kosdras, the creative director of the USF Stavros Center for Economic Education. Dr. Kosdras has her PhD in curriculum and instruction, and she focused on literacy and in particular digital literacy. So she has a interest and has included technology professional development in her work with teachers throughout the state of Florida. One reason why I asked Dr. Kosdras to be my mentor is she works on a lot of initiatives in teacher education and professional development. Another reason why I asked her to be my mentor is she works very closely with the Florida Center for Instructional Technology and Dr. James Welsh. Through our discussions before I even asked her to be my mentor, I had explained to her my interest and what I was doing at Southeastern, and she got extremely excited, which was a lot of fun to share my thoughts and to have this wonderful professional in curriculum just get excited about the things that I had a vision for. She's actually been working with me to try to develop my dissertation topic. So for this project, one of the things that Dr. Kosdras was extremely interested in is a problem-based learning workshop for teachers. It's just one of the things, that authentic, real-world learning experience for students and helping teachers to get there. Now, of course, with the technology piece, we decided to go with a technology-infused problem-based learning. So not just what is problem-based learning, but to have technology infused in the workshop, as well as help teachers to see how technology could be infused when they implement problem-based learning in their classrooms. It will be a 3-hour workshop that we will implement in the fall, and Dr. Kosdras would like to come back into Polk County Schools and help me facilitate that, so that's also an exciting development as well. Where did we meet and when? Well, we started at Panera. That's where we met just by accident. She's a friend of a friend, and that's how we started talking about what I was doing, what I was interested in. Later, after I asked her to be my mentor, we met again at Panera. We also met at my office, and we met at the Stavros Center. Although we met several times that way, both of our schedules were completely filled up. So when we couldn't meet, we also met through email. So we met digitally and continued our correspondence that way. What did we do? I created a problem-based learning. I brought my ideas to Dr. Kosdras. All of her ideas just molded and shape it into, well, what if you tried this and what if you tried that, and have you looked at these different things? I started with a logic model. I really appreciate having learned how to do a logic model, because for me, I have all of these ideas and it just kind of goes all over the place. The logic model really helped me to focus in on what I wanted to do, and in particular to focus in on the outcomes. I also created a evaluation plan for this project. I asked several questions, 6 altogether. Some were process, some were outcome evaluation questions, and then for each one I included an instrument that we could use to evaluate the effectiveness of the professional development. Most of the questions related to either the effectiveness of the workshop in relation to the teacher's experience. One question that I have asked relates to the student experience, and are they engaged in more authentic learning experiences. And then finally, my main product was the workshop itself. And in there, I just go through the basics of problem-based learning, connect it to one of our initiatives in Polk County Schools, which is 5E lesson design, and then walk them through the process. One of the big pieces of the project is to have them engaged in a problem-based learning question, which is, how do we create this lesson? One of the things that we wanted to look at in particular were global and local issues. We focused this on how do we build a sustainable future. And then they go through how to develop the lesson, assess it, and present what they have created during the workshop. All of that, we're hoping the learning part takes about the first hour or so, and then the second 2/3 of it are all about creating the lesson, refining the lesson, testing it with somebody next to them, and getting an outline of something that they would like to bring back to their classroom. Within all of that, I also created several different collaborative documents in Google Drive. I created a workshop resource folder, so everything that we're doing in the workshop is going in the folder that they can take with them. Impact. In developing this project, initially the first impact that we looked at were teachers and students. So in designing this problem-based learning workshop, it was really designed for those teachers that are reluctant, a little nervous about it, don't know how to start, and I'm hoping that the way we presented the information gives them a way to enter in a way that's at the level that they need to enter in, but then also gives them the tools that going forward they can go deeper and deeper into it. The second people, and really should be the first people, are the students. The reason why we want to do problem-based learning in the classroom, of course, is to involve the students in that high-level, authentic, engaging learning experience that's student-driven, that students are grappling with questions and trying to find solutions collaboratively, are looking at their place in our local and state and global place where we live, to be global citizens and to look outside themselves. And so really the first impact that we wanted to make was with the students, but to get to the students, we of course need to equip the teachers. And then finally, there's an impact through a partnership with Polk County Schools and University of South Florida. Of course, it's an unofficial partnership. It's my department working with Dr. Kosdra's department. In several of our meetings, Dr. Kosdra's talked about the power of the partnership that we've had. We've actually been partnered with the Stavros Center since it began. And finally, in that partnership and in the development of this workshop, all of the materials are being given to Dr. Kosdras because it was created for what she wants to do. And on a side note, in our partnership, we've talked about possibly writing an article or a piece within another project that she's working on with Dr. Welch. In one of our technology initiatives, we had one of our teachers had students that would boo her when she'd come in and talk to them about writing, and then by the end, once she started doing some different things and using different devices, they would cheer when it was writing time. And so when I told Dr. Kosdras that, she says, oh, we could write an article, or we could write a section called From Boo to Yahoo. My hope is that a part of the impact is that different perspective that possibly I bring to our partnership. That's very exciting to be able to see that and express that and get to work with someone as talented as she is. So, and of course, my life has been deeply impacted, and I'm going to say that at the very end. Alternate endings, or things that I would have done differently. The first thing was a little out of our control just because of the time of year. We didn't quite have enough time to meet. So if I could have done it differently, I would have somehow made a way for us to meet a little bit more. But going forward, I anticipate that we will get to spend some more of that time together. Another thing that I would like to do differently, there's a lot of information in this 3-hour workshop, and I haven't fully planned out how we can further support the teachers going forward. That's one thing I would like to add to this workshop one-stop shopping in a workshop does not really translate into lasting success. So I'd like to create or come up with a plan on how we can continue this support for our teachers, and what can we offer. There needs to be continuous ongoing support if we want to see this implemented in with fidelity, and so that has not yet been planned. So that's the other thing that I would have liked to have done in this project, and we will going forward. And then finally, in looking at the impact that has been on my life, throughout this whole time, I go back to Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future. And I go back to that because right from the very beginning, I said that we met by accident through a mutual friend. I really believe that we met by God. It just was a strange, weird circumstance within at just standing at Panera working on another project for one of my winter courses, and it has developed into not only this mentorship, but she may play a significant role in helping me develop my dissertation, my research. Throughout this whole experience, we've gone through personally difficult times. My children have encountered strange things and difficult things, and my daughter also graduated, and amidst all of this, and in all of it, when it got tough to do and just sometimes hard to just keep continuing, the Lord just really showed me and really confirmed in me, He has my plans. He knows what He has in store. He has plans to prosper, whatever that definition of prosperity is. For me, it often is just that peaceful joy that I know He's in control, and that for me is a prosperous life. I have been greatly impacted. I have grown tremendously. There's a new strength within my spirit that has only come because of the opportunities that God has provided in this whole practicum experience, and really through this whole doctoral program. And it's very exciting to see that happen in my own life, and it's a little scary as well because now I have to do something with it. But again, I know my plans are in His hands, and He is guiding, and this was ever so evident during this practicum experience. Thank you for listening, and I look forward to hearing what you have to say.